I think we're live. Are we live, everybody? Yes, we are. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back again with another stream, and that is right. We are live on this beautiful October 4th, 2023. I hope everyone's having a phenomenal day, night, afternoon, midnight, wherever you are in the world. I'm certainly having a great day myself. And today we are doing a live discussion about the current state of affairs in Congress, because as many of you know, we don't got a speaker right now. We don't have an official speaker of the House, and we're in a mix, we're in a very chaotic period right now because we don't know who's be the next speaker. We don't know officially who the candidates will be for the speaker. It's gonna get very messy. Now, before we continue with today's stream, I hope you enjoy these type of streams. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Guys, just for $1 a month, you could join Real American. This is the best way to support the daily content that we all know and love. So I hope and recommend you join the channel today. Alright, everybody, so today we're going to go over the potential candidates for speaker, what's looking like, the endorsements, all that stuff, because quite frankly, this will be a very chaotic period. And also, before I forget, if you want your questions for sure answered, comments, whatever, make sure to send a super chat via the chat. This is also another great way to support the daily content. All support's greatly appreciated. But of course, if you have a question on chat, I'll try to read through it. But if you want your question for sure answered, best way to send a super chat. Alright, everybody. So, yeah. This is going to be a very messy next couple of weeks, months, possibly. Maybe the entire session. We don't know. This is unprecedented. We've had, speakers resign, but we've never had one ousted like this before. It came close a couple times, but we've never had a situation like we're currently having right now. And I think it's time we look at the potential candidates, who's likely, and kind of start making a tier list for what's going to happen. All right. So, it's just, we gotta start off with the elephant in the room. The chaos surrounding Matt Gaetz and the supposed rhinos in the Uniparty. You have idiots out here like Mark Levin saying, Matt Gaetz is a rhino for ousting McCarthy. Guys, McCarthy, it's his fault that he's not speaker right now. It is. The speaker, McCarthy, he did it himself. Absolutely. I mean, he broke an agreement with Matt Gaetz. He said, look, if you don't adhere to the agreement we made back in January, say, excuse me, single issue spending bills, say, getting 72 hours to read something, say, votes on certain issues, it doesn't even need to pass. Just bring it to the floor. And he did none of it. He backstabbed these people multiple times. And Matt Gaetz, he warned McCarthy, I can motion to vacate anytime. And he did. And he's not the speaker anymore. That is McCarthy's fault. Plus, he agreed to it. These people are making it sound like that, oh, McCarthy never agreed to it. This is terrible. McCarthy agreed to those rules. That's his fault. Absolutely. It's just these people are making it sound like the McCarthy, he got backstabbed at the last second. No. He backstabbed the base. He backstabbed everybody in Congress. Why do you think the Democrats didn't bail him out? Why? And not only that, now Republicans understand this bipartisan caucus of the Democrats. They're not bipartisan? Wow, you're telling me this for the first time? It's unfreaking believable how incompetent the GOP is. It's like, there's no bipartisan Dems anymore. There's not. Name one. Jared Golden on guns. Congratulations. That's it. Every other Democrat is virtually the same. There's no difference. And these people are now stunned that, oh, they didn't bail out McCarthy? We had an agreement with them. They don't give a rat's ass about bipartisanship. They care about winning. It's true. And now suddenly they're kicking out people like Pelosi from her office. It's like, wow, it's unbelievable. Absolutely pathetic what the GOP has allowed. And Matt Gaetz is the only one with balls to do what he did. And Mark Levin and others are so sad about this entire thing. Who cares? McCarthy did it to himself. If he wasn't a dumbass, he would be speaker right now. So the question is now, where do we go from now? Here, excuse me. Well, we're starting to get some possible candidates for speaker. There's like 4 or 5 candidates that are possible. A couple that are just outright like, no, that's not going to happen. There's some of them that are just, I would want to happen, but I don't see it happening. So some of the big ones include Jim Jordan. He just announced his candidacy for the speakership. This is not a surprise. Everybody knew Jim Jordan was up next. He's a very influential person in the House. Many people like him. And now he's saying he would be willing to run for the speakership. And it sounds like he does have a lot of support from the Freedom Caucus and the more traditional conservative part of the conference. So I think Jordan's currently front runner. I mean, it may sound crazy, but I think he's first. I think he's in first place right now. Now, there's a couple other ones, though. Steve Scalise, obviously from Louisiana. He's going to get the old school, Southern. They're conservative, but not as conservative as you want. That part of the conference, I think he got that support. He, I think, is in second right now. People are saying Tom Emmer. I don't think that's going to happen. Kevin Hearn from Oklahoma. There is a possibility of that. It sounds like he does have some support, though. I don't know. Now, there are a couple ones that I don't know about. Donald, for example, from Florida. It seems like he does have some kind of base, but I don't see it happening. People are floating around, Lee Zeldin. I don't think that's going to happen. But there's one. There's one in particular that so far actually has the most endorsements so far for the next speaker. Not Jim Jordan. He's second right now. But he is first of the announced people. There's one person, an orange man, that is currently leading the endorsement race. Donald effing Trump. I cannot believe we're in a reality where it's even fathomable to have Donald Trump as speaker. Can you just imagine Donald Trump on the House floor trying to whip votes? Just imagine that for a second. He currently has the most endorsements. That's factual. Stubbe, he has Taylor Greene. I think Luna supports him. You start looking at these people. There are a lot of people that want Trump as speaker. I know that's crazy, but it's true in the conference. Listen. Yeah, Trump would piss off all the right people. Exactly. Listen. I don't think Trump's be the speaker, but if you need an interim speaker for like a month until you figure out what to do, Trump has the most experience dealing with Congress. Obviously, he was the president. And if you vote against Speaker Trump, you're screwed. I mean, you can vote president, but if you vote for like the Democrats, I don't think that's going to happen. I think Trump would scare everybody in the line, yeah. People would be terrified to vote against him because, like, if I vote against him, I'm probably screwed. There are a couple that, like David Valadao, the bozo from Washington, maybe Michael Lawler. They may vote president, but it's like, I think Trump would have enough votes if that does happen, but I don't think he will. I don't think he will run for the speakership. He said he's open to it, but I don't know. Don't know about that one. But as for who's currently running, Jim Jordan, I have some problems with, but he's overall pretty good. He is like an A- Republican. Like, the big tech stuff's a mess, and there's some questions here and there, but he's overall pretty good congressman. Steve Scalise is an upgrade from McCarthy. He just is. He's a step up. You know, it's not perfect, but he is better than McCarthy. Kevin Hern is a bit better than McCarthy. Tom Emmer, it sounds like the Freedom Caucus wants him. Part of it, at least. It's like, okay. But you just start looking at it, it's like, ugh, it's going to be a pretty messy next couple of weeks, you know? Newhouse probably will lose against Sessler. The vote split saved him in 2022. Yeah. Hopefully. Newhouse needs to go. He sucks. But yeah, it's funny that we're even considering Trump for speaker. I would laugh hysterically if that actually happens. Trump in the frickin' House floor just trying to whip votes together. Holy crap. That should be pay-per-view. Watching Trump go to, like, frickin' Michael Lawler and Derek Van Horn say, I need to watch that. That'd be amazing. Do you think the infighting will affect the upcoming election? I think people are overreacting. I think they are. I really do think people are overreacting. I just don't... We're a year and a half from the election, or just, I should say just a year. I mean, I don't think it's going to change much. W must-watch C-SPAN. Yeah, I mean, it's like, who wouldn't want to watch Trump just go off on somebody? That would be perfect. Breaking, Gates has said he won't accept a speaker that's not part of the Freedom Caucus. Well, he said he's open to Tom Emmer. He's not part of the Freedom Caucus. Dems tried to primary Young Kim, and they had far more success than... Young Kim's a Republican, I thought. Yeah. I say take the W, put in Jim Jordan, declare victory, and go home. Yeah. You know, of the realistic options, I say Jim Jordan. You know, I have some problems with him, but he's far better than frickin' Don Bacon, who's, I would say, screw next year, but we just gotta see. Trump should be speaker. Just make Biden the most MAGA Democrat ever. He backtracked on Emmer. Well, so much for that. So much. Okay, so he did backtrack on Emmer, it sounds like. Huh. And I don't know. Chad, I don't know what we got to do about this, because it's like... I think Jim Jordan is a favorite right now, though. Because if you can't get Matt's Gate, you can't get the Freedom Caucus support, you're screwed, I would say. Byron Donalds for speaker. I would want that, but I don't think it's realistic. Because the problem with Donalds is, like, I don't think he's been in Congress enough to really become the speaker. Because being the speaker is a damn important job. So, but somebody like Jim Jordan, he's been there for a while. He's good. I would say get somebody like Jordan in there. Imagine Trump being behind Biden when he's around. Yeah, during the State of the Union. So who are the candidates for speaker? Jordan, Hern, and Scalise. Those are the main three. I would say Hern's kind of the dark horse candidate. You know, he's kind of in third place right now. Gates looks like he's going to back Jordan. Well, that's big. Jordan's objectively better than McCarthy. Yeah, he's far better. Every scorecard has it. And I think Jordan would be more effective and he would actually try to work with people. Not what McCarthy did. Some of the most normie Republicans in the House has said they support Jordan. Yeah, I don't get why people are saying yeah, Don Bacon would probably vote present because he's a freaking bozo, but it's like I don't see young Kim voting against him. Or, somebody like a Biden plus 2 seat. It's like, I don't see that. It's like, I don't think a speakership vote's going to matter that much. Unless it's like Trump, then maybe, but Hearn would be good too. Yeah, he's good. He's like, Scalise's a step up from McCarthy on the issues. Hearn's a step up from Scalise. And Jordan's a big upgrade. That's the best way to put it. George Santos for speaker. Yeah, somebody should just nominate Santos for the memes. And we got breaking news, everybody. We got breaking news. Steve Scalise. Hold on. Yep, breaking news. Steve Scalise confirms he is running for the Speaker of the House. Yep, it's official. It looks like we have a Jordan versus Scalise primary, or I should say speakership vote. So it's between those two, and then possibly Hearn. That's, I would say, very likely. But yep, Steve Scalise and Jim Jordan. Wow. This wasn't on my bingo card. It really wasn't. But it looks like those are going to be the two main candidates for now, unless something bizarre happens. Looks like we're getting a Steve Scalise and Jordan slap fight. We don't want Steve Scalise. Scalise is fine. He's better than McCarthy, so. Speaker Trump. I mean, again, I want that to happen, but it's not going to happen, sadly. We want Jordan. Yeah, our best case scenario right now is probably Jordan, since Trump is unrealistic. Boo. I get Scalise is fine. Far better than some other people. Shocking. Yeah, this is stunning. The majority of leaders running for speaker. Wow. I'm absolutely stunned. Who do you think would win between the two? I think Jordan. I think just because they have more leverage here. And it seems like Jordan has already began to, build up a coalition. Like I said, take the win. Not sure if this is the time to try and do some Trump meme. I agree with that, but it would be freaking hilarious if we got Speaker Trump, even for a month. Is Scalise better than Emmer? Yes. Scalise. I would say Jordan. I think Jordan's is a good situation. Because with Scalise, I don't know. I just really don't know. Is Scalise a neocon or is he just meh/mid? He's mid. Mid okay. Does he establish it like Jordan? It sounds like he's getting something more conservative, he's getting the Freedom Caucus, but also the more traditional conservatives on his side. Scalise is working on trying to get the Southern old school Republicans on his side. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get the people from Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Tennessee, Alabama. He's trying to get the people that are, more old school. They're more rhino-ish. It's don't know. Becky Edwards for speaker. Don't even, no. Don't even bring that up because frickin' Don Bacon's probably watching. Scalise effing sucks. No, he's fine. He's better than Emmer, so. The young guns are the done guns. Oh yeah, I gotta bring that up. This may be the funniest thing of all time. Hold on, young guns. Hold on. The GOP. This may have been the most poorly aged thing possible. Hold on. Everybody probably knows what I'm talking about. This didn't age too good, I don't think. Yeah, I gotta get the image here. Okay, there we go. This didn't age. Didn't age at all. Absolutely pathetic. All three of these bozos are gone. It aged like dog shit. That's what it aged like. Them. Yeah, that, well, because Eric Cantor, that's the guy in the middle, he got primaried by Dave Bratt. Then Paul Ryan, he was basically forced out. And McCarthy. The guy in the middle, he got primaried. That's the guy in 2014. Eric Cantor. It was freaking hilarious. I think he was the majority leader, right? I believe he was the majority leader, Eric Cantor. He got primaried. It was funny. Go look it up. That's where the Tea Party movement really won. The Tea Party grifters. Yeah, these were some of the grifters in the Tea Party, but Eric Cantor not so much. Eric Cantor's in the middle. He was the majority leader, I believe, for a while. He was. Dave Bratt. Dave Bratt was good. Freaking damn good congressman. The fact that he lost is sad. He was unironically a really good Republican. Virginia had such good congresspeople. Frickin' 2018, yeah. Sad day. Sad that we lost Dave Bratt. He's the biggest accomplishment of the Tea Party. Jim Jordan's a true fighter of Republicans need as speaker right now. No talk, no action. You know, he has a lot of talk and no action, especially when it comes to big tech. Still waiting for that. Still waiting. I was thinking the middle guy was Boehner. Well, it's not. Boehner's old. He's not a young gun. He's far from it. Do you see Mark Levin having a massive meltdown on Twitter over McCarthy? Yeah. Mark Levin. What the hell is wrong with that guy? He's trying to be Rush Limbaugh, but it's like, that's not Rush Limbaugh. Limbaugh would have said, screw McCarthy. But yeah, let's look at Mark Levin's Twitter. And, it's a sight to behold. Let's just see. Let's look at this guy's Twitter account. Alright, let's go. Alright. McCarthy ally and constitutional conservative Jim Jordan announced he's running for speaker. Let's just keep going. Find all the McCarthy stuff. Uniparty equals McConnell, Schumer, and Gates/Jeffries. Are you freaking kidding me? Just keep going. Just keep going. Alright? It's unbelievable. He attacks Andy Biggs. Attacks Nancy Mace. He calls Rosedale a fraud. Then he goes after Gates as a POS demagogue. This is unbelievable. This is the past 5 hours. Ken Bucky went after. You just look at this. Oh my good lord. This is unbelievable. It's just... he's melting down, yeah. He is having a freaking meltdown of all meltdowns. How the hell... over McCarthy? I don't know. Don't know what his problem is. Gates is uniparty now. Yeah, that's funny coming from Levin. Freaking bozo. Thoughts on who should replace McConnell? The guy from Wyoming is our best opportunity. They get somebody decent. Did any major congressman other than Massey endorse Jordan? Jim Banks did. Warren Davidson, Matt Gaetz. Big names. Why is he melting down? Because McCarthy! That's what it is. Frickin' bozo. I mean, you're losing over McCarthy? I don't know. Some people. But yeah, so the speakership battle, it's between really 3 people. Kevin Hern, Steve Scalise, and Jim Jordan. But it just, this meltdown is absurd. And they call Trump supporters a cult. They're a cult. And then you see, like, 10 congresswomen and men on the House floor, they're crying because McCarthy lost? What dirt did he have on you people? It just, I don't get it. I don't know. I don't get what these people are on. That, oh, McCarthy is the greatest thing since sliced bread. These people be like, Gates has no plan. What's the plan, guys? As if there was a real plan. Under McCarthy. Yeah, there's no plan under McCarthy, but oh, Matt Gaetz doesn't have a plan. That means he's bad. Under McCarthy. Yeah, it just, I don't get it. The McCarthy had a plan. What plan? What did McCarthy do that deserved being the speaker? Chat, name one thing. Sierra Tan for 5. Thanks for the streams. I guess you lucked out of that debate yesterday. Since it got canceled, right? Yeah. So I lucked out of the debate yesterday, but I was not doing it either way. 3-hour long stream, no. No, that's pushing it, but yeah. Yeah, thanks for the super chat. Nothing. Yeah. Nothing. Not even welfare reform. It's like, that's the bare minimum. And you can't even get that passed? Do you notice how all the neocons who defended McCarthy never mentioned the Ukraine stuff? Yeah. If you don't know, the reason McCarthy's not speaker is because the Ukraine stuff. If you don't know, McCarthy made a backroom deal with Democrats saying, if you pass this CR, we'll give you Ukraine money. That was the last straw for people. It's like, you're going behind closed doors and work with Democrats? That's the same thing John Boehner did in 2010 or 2013. Go look the hell that ended for him. The only good thing he really did was releasing some of the January 6th footage to Tucker. Yeah, he released some. Like 2 minutes of footage. Screw Vivek and screw Christie. Well, the RNC forced him to cancel the debate. He wasn't Paul Ryan. Yeah, that's the only thing. He's better than Paul Ryan. Good job. Freaking congratulations. It just, I don't know. Whoops, that's the wrong thing. Whoops, that's definitely the wrong thing. Didn't mean to open the Homelander stuff. But, yeah, it's like, why? Why do people defend this guy as the greatest thing to sliced bread? I just don't get it. I don't get it. Everyone understood he has a slim majority. The issue is he got nothing. Yeah. It's one thing, it's like, okay, we want 8% spending cuts. Democrats want, let's say, a 2% increase. Instead of bending the knee to the 2%, just meet in the middle. Just say, okay, we'll decrease spending instead of by 8% to like 4 or 3. That's all he had to do. Was say, instead of 8%, make it 3%. And not only that, pass the single issue spending bills. People just mysteriously forget that's a thing. That was huge back in January. The idea of, hey, no more of these continuing resolutions where you jam everything into 5,000 pages into one bill. And instead of passing it separately. How does Sneaky Ron get in here? I accidentally clicked the wrong thing, but you just start looking at it, it's like, well, who freaking cares if McCarthy's gone? He screwed himself. He did. McCarthy was such an arrogant liar. Yeah. He lied to everybody. That's why Democrats didn't save him. Even like a 1% decrease would have been way better than nothing. Yeah. Even 1, 2. Just meet in the middle. And pass each bill separately. Congress is supposed to work like this. You pass each part of the budget separately, not just in one single continuing resolution. No. It was 12 bills that should have been passed separately. That's it. That's all he had to do, and he would be speaker right now. It's just unbelievable. These deficit hawks are saying, no, we got budget cuts. We're $33 trillion in debt, and the deficit's growing the fastest it's ever gone, not counting COVID. Because COVID, that's inflated, that doesn't count. I'm talking about without a worldwide pandemic. The deficit is growing the fastest it's ever been. He broke his promises to everyone in such an arrogant and careless way. As if he was the king, everyone should just shut up. Yeah, that's what he did. Not just the Freedom Caucus, but even the Democrats. Man, Gates is just going on the GOP. I don't think I've ever seen something like that in the House. Well, that's his fault. Well, I mean, that's the GOP's fault. Freaking, I just don't get it. All right, and I wanted to talk about this. I want to get into the more policy-based stuff because people are saying, how can we lower the debt? Well, there's two options. One, increase revenues. Two, decrease spending. Or there's a third one. Three, well, grow the economy faster than the rate of the deficit. You got to pick two of those three, in my opinion. And really, the best way is cut spending, but grow the economy. It's a complicated formula. It's like the people in the House keep saying, we're going to remove the deficit. Doesn't touch the deficit. There are such basic reforms that you could pass, like, I think everybody would agree with. One, relates to Social Security. That's all. When it relates to Social Security, I'm not talking about raising the age of retirement. That's stupid. Political suicide. I'm talking about, okay, there should be a means test where should somebody like Elon Musk get Social Security? Should they? Should, say, Warren Buffett get it? No. But also, we should remove the loopholes when it comes to the taxes in this country. It's a lot of the deficit right there. Billions of dollars down the toilet to some company that doesn't even have jobs in America. It's like, what the hell are we doing? It's just basic reforms. It's like, that's all you have to do. Just like 2 or 3 reforms and then that's it. And then just say, okay, from here on out, we can only grow the spending by, say, 1% less than how the economy grew. If the economy grew 3%, you could grow by only like 1 or 2%. If it decreased by 5, decreased by 6 or something. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. It's basic math. And people are just like scared to talk about it. It's like most people agree with it. Most people agree we need to solve the deficit. But not through frickin' gutting Social Security. That's stupid. Or Medicare. Alright. Garrett ran a car for 10. How does McCarthy being kicked out affect voters' view of the GOP? It shows the party isn't unified. Will this harm the GOP's chance of getting the House majority in 2024? Honestly, I think it depends. You know, it really does depend how the GOP handles it. If they go with somebody like Jim Jordan for Speaker, I think people would be happy. Because everybody likes Jordan, in the base especially. I really don't think this will affect the election that much. But we just got to see. Yeah, I mean, it really does depend who the next speaker is, how they handle it, what they do the next year. Do you actually take a stand on the CR stuff? Because remember, the deficit fight continues in November. That's when the real stand has to be. It's like, no, we're done. We're cutting spending. It's got to stop here. We just got to see. Kevin McCarthy could have been detrimental. Yeah, especially with the budget fight coming up. What do you think's going to happen next month if McCarthy was still Speaker? They're just going to pass another CR. But this time with Ukraine aid. It was time for change. And I'm glad that Matt Gaetz and 7 other people, they realized this guy has to go. Social Security is kind of a scam, though. You'd get more money if you invested. Oh, I'm not saying Social Security is perfect. I think there needs to be reform. I think that you should have an option to invest part of that money. Not all of it, but part of it. I'm just saying these idiots that want to ban Social Security and, jack up the retirement age by 30 years. It's like, you're dumb. Absolutely stupid. Just, these people care about electability, but they want to do that. I don't get it. McCarthy got removed on National Kevin Day. Yeah, I saw that. McCarthy, yeah, avoiding government shutdown should be the only thing. We're leading so many polls. Let's not screw the good thing. Well, nobody wants a shutdown, but here's the thing: who do the people usually blame when a shutdown happens? The president. They usually blame the president for a shutdown. I don't want it to happen. I'm saying, look, we have the power of the purse. We control the spending. If the Senate doesn't want to negotiate in good faith and the president wants to do whatever he's doing, screw him. Pass each of the bills separately. 12 of them, I think it is. Say the Democrats get 4 of them, we get the rest. Let the Senate vote down every single one of them. And let them lecture you about, oh, we want the government not to shut down. Real America, what do you think happened to the biggest majorities the GOP had during the Obama years? Is it polarization, redistricting, or bad candidates? The first two. And also, the bad candidates, I think it's just broken promises. I mean, look what the GOP did when they had the presidency, when they had the Senate and the House. They backstabbed Trump when it came to Obamacare, and they got their asses handed to them the next year. Just my opinion. I think we should abolish Social Security, give all the money back. Again, I'm fine with some privatization, but I think there still needs to be some kind of, public plan. But there definitely needs to be some reforms to it. Not gutting it. I'm just saying that if people want to invest part of their retirement into, say, the stock market or long-term investments, let them. I think that would help Social Security better, and I think it should be more of an investment account. They fought against the wall. Yeah, the wall and healthcare. If they would have done one of those two things, they wouldn't have got blown the F out in 2018. They wouldn't have. Remember, the polling before the Obamacare stuff, it was actually kind of close. But then McCain screwed us over and it, didn't end too well. Maybe an unpopular opinion. I think the GOP could leverage some Ukraine aid as a way to get Dems to agree with conservative bills. I heard this idea. It's like, yeah, just say, okay, I'm against Ukraine aid, but okay, give Democrats one thing, but we get some stuff also. Not, oh, you get Ukraine aid, but you also get increased spending. You don't get any welfare reforms. You get nothing. It's like, no. Say, okay, you want the Ukraine aid? We're getting E-Verify. We're getting money to finish the wall. And we're going to start defunding the DOJ or something. And plus, just start cutting spending. That's all you had to do. Did the Freedom Caucus stop Paul Ryan's healthcare bill in 2017? They had some problems with it, but it would have passed the Senate. It was going to pass the Senate if John McCain was being John McCain. Oh, but according to Chris Christie, he's just thinking for the people. It's like, whatever. Whatever. Securing the border needs to be the number one priority with the budget negotiations. I agree. The border and spending. You cannot just backfire in this again. You just can't. Our only point on Ukraine should be elect Trump and he'll strike a deal and end the conflict overnight. Yeah. That's part of it. He would. The war would end in like a month. I'm not even kidding when I say that. Because Trump, world leaders, they respect him because they don't freaking know what he's going to do. It's like, oh God, Trump's in office again? Oh boy. Not good. Not good for like Putin or whatever. Or Zelensky. How to do healthcare. Something similar to Germany. Not the same, but something kind of like Germany. It's like a public-private system. At the time of the death of his death, McCain's approval rating among Arizona Dems hovered around 57%, while with Republicans, it was lower 30s. Yeah. I mean, McCain, he backstabbed his voters for years. Nobody liked him, and Trump saved him from a primary. Which, that's a big mistake. But it's true. Thoughts of Byron Donalds becoming speaker. I've heard that, but I don't think so. I just don't see how you have Donalds as speaker. I want him to, but don't know. McCain being McCain. Didn't Rand Paul have a good healthcare plan? Yeah, he had a pretty good one. Go look it up. McCain voted to impeach. Oh, 100% he would have. He didn't even know where he was this last time. Like, this last year in Senate, he didn't even know where he was. His health was bad. But don't know. Don't know. When McCain voted to... Yeah, I already read that. Trump always trusts the wrong people. That's always his problem. He always trusts the frickin' wrong people. But... Trump as speaker, we need more free content. No! No more free content! Is McCain worse than Romney? Or was? Yeah, he was. Do you think all those spending bills passed under Biden would have happened if the GOP kept control of the Senate? Oh, they would have. They would have just bent the knee. I absolutely need Speaker Trump during the State of the Union. Oh, yeah, that would be freaking... I need to see that. I very much need to see that. That would be freaking hilarious if that happened. Let's see here. McCain should have just retired after losing 2008, like how Bob Dole did. Yeah, he should have. But no, he was egotistical. He didn't give a shit. It's like, no. No. Garrett Vanikar for 5. If Trump wins a popular vote, then can he carry the House? House Republicans overperformed in 2020 thanks to Trump being on the ticket. I think they could. I think Trump does help Republicans more than he hurts. I mean, why do you think Republicans overperformed in 2020 and underperformed in 2022? It's basic math, people. Republicans gained like 15 more seats than expected in 2020 with Trump on the ballot. With Trump not on the ballot, they underperformed by like 10 seats. Just basic math. What was the difference between 2020 and 2022? I wonder if it has to do with the fact that Orange Man wasn't on the ticket. Who knows? But it's like, how can people look at that and just say, yes. No, nothing wrong with that. How come McCarthy didn't kick Pelosi out of the Speaker's office for 9 months? Because I guarantee Pelosi was kind of running the show. McCain is one of the worst reasons Arizona's going blue, but Ducey's what solidified it. Yeah, Ducey was useless. I mean, you had a majority in both chambers. What are you freaking doing? I mean, they weren't as big as, say, Wisconsin, but it's like, you had the majority. What are you freaking doing? Every 2024 House prediction I've done, I give Democrat Alabama an extra Dem seat, and the GOP holds it every time. People who say Dems win the House back are just making blanket statements. It's gonna be close, but I think that Trump is, or I should say, Republicans are in a better situation than people expect to win the House. Because, like, okay, even in Alabama that flips 1, but even in New York, it's like, you have to flip 4 or 5 in New York. You only flip 2 or 3, your pathway's not looking good. You know, you also have to beat Don Bacon, which I think he's probably going to lose, but who knows? I'm going to laugh, though, if Republicans gain, like, 15 House seats because Trump's on the ticket. What would that tell you about the electability people? If they gain, like, 15 seats or something crazy. Wisconsin Supreme Court election basically destroys the Trump hurts our electability argument. Yeah, it pretty much did. I mean, Trump's not on the ticket. He doesn't say a word. And the people are saying, yeah, we're going to overperform because... Or no, they blame Kelly for being a Trump candidate. Oh, Trump should have been involved. It's like, you people, you can't win with these people. You can't. Either Trump's too involved or he's not involved enough. The people pick both. It's doublethink. Yes, he's over involved but also not involved enough. What? What the hell are you talking about? New York will gerrymander hard. Well, we just gotta see. Just gotta see. How do you think Santos does in 2024? He loses. Don't know. Hot take. As a resident of Pennsylvania 7th, I believe that this race will end up being more winnable than Pennsylvania 8th because we have 2 A-tier candidates as the frontrunners. Possibly. There's a real possibility there's a unified Republican government after the 2024 election. Yeah, it's possible. Not saying it will happen, I'm just saying there is a serious possibility of it happening. I haven't seen any Daniel Cameron advertisements or significant events being held. Looks like he'll probably lose about 5 points or so. Yeah, it's not looking good. Not looking good in Kentucky at all. I don't freaking know the campaign he's running. Dude, Cameron. It's like, and the RJ just abandoned him. It's like, what the hell is going on here? But the thing that makes me very, very skeptical is the polling. There has been a single poll released in a month. And the only ones so far have been Democrat internals. Or Republican internals. It's like, wait a minute. Where are these polls at? Let's see. Chances of Susan Wiles getting ousted. There's a possibility. Rap. Will what happened yesterday help Matt Gaetz to the Florida governor bid? Yes, I think it will. Cameron is running to lose. Why is a Trump campaign with Cameron? I hope Cameron isn't making the decision not to campaign with Trump. I hope it's not either, but who knows? It just doesn't seem right. We finally got justice for J.R. Marczewski and Joe Kent. Yep. For those that don't know, Kevin McCarthy, he played games with candidates, and just go ask Marczewski about McCarthy. He doesn't like him that much for a reason. It's unbelievable. People defend him. It's like, oh well, he's trying to get the electable candidates. Like, so you purposely sink Republicans because of some electability argument? What? Bashir should appoint Cameron to the Senate should McConnell step down. Yeah, but that won't happen. Sadly, it won't. Cameron should just actually run a good campaign. How about that? Yeah. He's not running a good campaign. Not at all. Bose was saying McCarthy made them win. Yeah, that's like, What do you people talk about? He made Eli Crane win? It's like, what? Again, he won by 8 against a popular incumbent. I don't think that had to do with frickin' McCarthy. I don't know. But these same people, they just keep saying the same stuff over and over and over again. It's like, it's doublethink. Go look that up from 1984, funny enough. Should J.R. Marczewski run again? I support him. Because the people the Republicans are running that seat suck. So, when is the voting going to start next week? For the, you talking about for the House? Yeah, next week. Which I don't get. I understand they needed like a couple days to like figure out what to do, but waiting a week? Did you see that J.D. Vance admitted to gerrymandering Ohio to win his Ohio seat? What? What? That doesn't make any sense. It's kind of poetic, though. McCarthy screwed over so many people in 2022, leading to a slim majority, which in turn made his ousting possible. Yeah. I mean, people just forget. McCarthy did sabotage people last year. They did. And people still defend it. It's like, no. No. Just no. Let's see here. Why is Bashir so popular? Because his last name. But also, he can't do anything. People think he's a moderate because the Republicans in this legislature, they control everything. So, that's what it's happening. DG Aftershock for 2. Apparently early voting in Nova is non-existent. I saw that. You know, I don't know about the Virginia elections. I gotta look more into it, but it seems like we're looking decent in Virginia. I mean, I've not seen much on early voting, but the fact that election Twitter's coping about it's like, what's happening in Virginia? I don't really know. You been let's see here. You've been reading 1984 lately. You quoted it twice today. Well, yeah. Because 1984 is like a good book, but also a good meme. So. Did bro think Dems would save him? Oh, yeah, I gotta talk about that. So if you don't know, apparently, the Problem Solvers Caucus, which is a quote-unquote bipartisan conference, it imploded yesterday because the Republicans thought McCarthy was going to get bailed out by the Democrats because of bipartisanship. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. And they're complaining about Matt Gaetz working with Democrats. These people were begging Democrats, save McCarthy. Oh my gosh. But it's like, they're hypocrites. If Bashir wins, who do you think would be a good candidate for governor after him? Don't know. Really don't know. We just gotta see what happens. Fox News got trolled. I saw that. Didn't some guy on didn't Mark Dice do that? Problem solvers never solved anything. Yeah. But it's like, how can you... You've been fooled for that long about the Democrats? It's... I don't know. You cannot be serious right now. You cannot be seriously now understanding, wait, Democrats don't want to help us. They're actually against us. Yeah, it was Dice. I thought it was, but... I don't know. Just wondering. Reports saying that McCarthy was trusting Pelosi and was fully expecting to be bailed out by Dems, but was backstabbed. Well, good for you. And what does that tell you to the people that were saying, Matt Gaetz worked with Democrats? McCarthy was begging Democrats to save him. What's worse? I mean, there's no difference. So why the hell does it matter? Really? Bacon for Speaker. No, absolutely not. Not Bacon. Anybody but Bacon. He sucks. He is the most egregious rhino, I would say. Gingrich called Gates and the other 7 traitors, lol. Well, John Cornyn called them terrorists. Yeah, you heard that right. He called a fellow congressman a terrorist. For what? For going against McCarthy? That's a terrorist. That's terrorism. Crenshaw, no. His last name is the only good part. Yeah, Bacon, again, who doesn't like Bacon? Not the congressman, but Bacon. Dustin Carter for 2. You give people too much credit. They're naive, dumb. I know, but it's like, how can you just think the Democrats are actually not bipartisan? Wow! I didn't know that. Cornyn already called them terrorists in January. Yeah, it's like, this is why nobody likes the GOP. They hurl these insults at you, and they cry about, oh, this is not respectable. It's like, what? Anybody but effing Bacon. He makes McCarthy look like Scott Perry. Yeah. Hey, Rap, who is that lady Republicans ran for Ohio 13th? I think she's the spokesperson. No, that's Ohio 9th, the Among Us seat. Or wait, was that? Hold on. What seat was that? The Among Us seat. Can't think of it. Just looks like Among Us, though. Among Us. It took these idiots how many years to realize the Dems aren't their friends? 30 years. At least 10 years ago, the Democrats had some moderates, but you should have known during the Trump administration, these people are not your friends. McCarthy defenders yesterday on the House floor were spewing a bunch of nonsense. Even Jordan and Massey sounded like fools when defending Kevin. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the hell those two were doing, but... I think the Dems made a mistake not saving McCarthy. Yeah, I think they're starting to realize, wait, we should probably kept McCarthy. Because now we're probably going to get Jim Jordan as speaker. Or possibly Donalds. Do you see Omar looking at Gates? Yeah, what was that about? Yeah, it was Gilbert from Ohio 13th. Yeah, I don't know the Omar stuff. That was like, what the hell? Just, I don't get it. I saw some of the memes, but I don't get, it's like, why? Why does it happen on the House floor? Of all places. Who knows? The world may never know on that one. Jeff Flake for speaker? No. Omar thought Gates was her brother. True. Alright. So I think I'm going to probably end the stream here. Let's see here. If you got any more super chats, any more questions, send them now or forever go in peace. Because I think we're going to probably head out. And you know what? How about this? Later today, we'll do an updated 2024 presidential map prediction. Should we? Or say that for tomorrow. Should we do a second stream today? I'm thinking. I am currently thinking what to do. Rap, should the GOP force out social liberals? Yes. Potential 4D chess move by Jordan. He supported McKevin knowing that he'd be ousted, but it put him in a better position with the establishment. Possibly. Tomorrow. Do it today. No second stream. Yes. Alright. They need to learn how to pronounce the T sound. What? Put way too much emphasis on the T. No. That's not true. Not true at all. I hope Bowman gets primary to be funny. I'm fine with either today or tomorrow. Okay. Today. You know what? We'll do it tomorrow. We'll do the second stream tomorrow. We'll release the video later today. Probably on the Michigan governor's election or Senate race. I don't know. But anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this stream, smash the like button down below. Subscribe. Share with your friends. Hit that little bell. Follow the social media accounts in the description down below. And, of course, join the channel today. Again, folks, if you did enjoy, smash the like button, join, all that good stuff. We'll see you guys in the next stream, video, or whatever. Godspeed.